morning. Oh, the energetic women, good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Ambassador Teft, and thank you all for being here. Let me extend a greeting to Ukraine's Minister of Social Policy and ask you to join me in welcoming her here this morning. I am really pleased to be at this important event. And I understand there's some women here who participated in the Invest for the Future conference in Warsaw last fall. Are they here? Women who went. And I understand that some of you know about Vital Voices and Hillary Clinton and Milan Revere. Can we at least support? As I look around this room this morning, do you know what I see? I see successful women taking charge of their own futures. I see a room full of leaders who will be a great force for change, for economic growth, and for equality. You who will build economies and build bridges to the young girls and women who are going to look to you as role models. And there's one thing that you need to change. We all have to change assumptions about gender. We have to change assumptions about gender. Because when you change assumptions, you change behavior. And when you change behavior, you change a world. I would like to see a world in which boys and girls are born with a different projected idea about who and what they can become. Think of little babies, boys and girls who don't yet know what prejudice is, what discrimination is, and what equality is. Can we commit ourselves today to make sure that boys and girls come into the world with a new idea of who and what they can be? The facts you know. Women are the most untapped human resource that humanity has to offer. Half the world's population, half the sky, yet only 1/5 of the positions globally in business and government. There are many men sitting in seats that might just belong to some good women. And this is not a zero-sum game. I am not suggesting that we have to take from one gender and replace with another. No. What I'm saying is we have to share power. What I'm suggesting is that we have to make sure women and men are represented fairly and equally in the decisions of our lives and the lives of our children. It is no longer simply a question of moral fairness. We are living in a post-moral fairness argument. The rhetoric about fairness is behind us. The work about implementing this as reality is in front of us. It is no longer just fair, it is simply right. And it is simply economically an imperative. Gender equality today is an economic imperative. Economies will not thrive if half the population is underrepresented. The world's problems cannot be solved with half of the world's decision makers. Without the representation of women in leadership circles, we are denying not just ourselves, we're denying our societies the best they can be. So together, all over the world, we are fighting. We are fighting to take charge of our affairs and to help point our societies in a positive direction. How are we going to do it? 1, become entrepreneurs. When we become entrepreneurs, we pave the way for others to earn income. 2, let's be independent. Independent with self-respect. 3, let us be prosperous and peaceful. There are 3 things I tell women they need today. 3 C words. And if you remember nothing else from today, 3 C words. Community, contacts or connectivity, and confidence. Do we all have the confidence we need to lead? I do. Do you? Then confidently raise your hand if you have the confidence to lead. I do. Please teach our daughters and granddaughters to have the confidence to put their hand up in the classroom, to put their hand up in the boardroom, to put their hand up in government. Empowering women is also about being smart. And one way to understand how to ask the smart question today is not to ask why women, is to ask why not. What is the cost of women not participating, not sharing in economic and government and non-governmental civil society leadership? I will tell you the cost so that you can tell the rest of your society that if you leave women out, here is what you will get. Unrealized profit, unrealized economic growth, unrealized democracy, closed access to opportunity, and the loss of half a generation. Here's what we will lose without women at the peace table, in the negotiating room. We will have religious intolerance. We will have bad legislation. We will compromise our ability to resolve conflicts. And without women and their sense of community, we are likely to have violent extremism. As the ambassador said, we have seen much progress on gender equality in the United States. We're proud of the gains we've made, but we're not arrogant about what we haven't done. Women in the United States still face stereotyping, discrimination, inequality in pay, but they have something new on their side when it comes to things like sexual violence or other forms of discrimination. We now have the law on our side. You must have the law on your side. So the truth is, no country in this world has fully achieved gender equality. And all that means is we have work to do. The time has come for American women, Ukrainian women, global women to decide we have to finish the job. Are you prepared to finish the job? I'm prepared to work day and night to help women break whatever last glass ceilings they live under, to remove whatever blockades stand in the way of getting to the top. Whatever stands in the way of education that helps women to become decision makers, let's help to make them aware of their rights and their responsibilities and their equal opportunity. Thank you for doing this conference, for forming associations that help women organize, become advocates, become role models, become success stories, and exchange your ideas with us and with others. As I said, you are a room full of leadership, full of hope, full of the future. And I want to wish you a productive day of work sessions, conversations, connections, and for all of you, may your confidence build and your strength endure. Thank you so much for the opportunity.